We are so glad you are joining us for today's deep dive. When you picture life after death, are you secretly just imagining a superhero origin story?
Right, like a radioactive spider bite that suddenly turns you into human 2.0.
Exactly. And today, we're unpacking this really fascinating theological exploration of resurrection based on texts and reflections on 1 Corinthians 15.
Yeah, and our mission here is really to figure out why our modern pop culture brains might be, picturing life after death entirely wrong.
Okay, let's unpack this because modern people, we just love these stories.
We really do.
Take Peter Parker, right? He's this introverted student, gets bitten by a radioactive spider, and undergoes this astonishing physical transformation. Super strength, agility, wall crawling, the whole spider sense thing.
Right.
So, because we love these tropes, do we mistakenly assume resurrection is just a superhero upgrade, like where our earthly bodies just get a physical power boost?
Yeah, what's fascinating here is that the text explicitly rejects this.
Oh, real?
Yeah. Resurrection isn't a bodily change modeled after another creature's abilities, like the spider. It actually goes far beyond the limits of human understanding.
So it's not just an evolutionary step up?
Not at all. It's not patching the existing hardware to make you a slightly better version of you.
Well, if the transformation isn't a superhero upgrade, what exactly does it look like? I mean, how are we supposed to picture this?
So to explain this, the Apostle Paul uses a really specific analogy. He talks about a simple seed.
A seed, like planting a garden.
Exactly. Think about planting a kernel of wheat. What you plant is just a bare kernel, right?
Right, just this hard little pebble.
Yeah. And that seed has to essentially die in the ground to come to life as something entirely new, like a green stalk of wheat.
Wow, which looks absolutely nothing like the seed you put in the dirt.
Precisely. And the text explains that our current bodies are sown, perishable, weak, and natural.
Okay.
But they are raised imperishable, powerful, and spiritual.
So it's a completely different category.
Yeah, just as the sun, the moon, and the stars have different kinds of glory, God gives this new body as he chooses.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. Because to fully grasp this ultimate transformation, we have to look at the two historical prototypes of humanity that the sources detail.
Right, the first Adam and the last Adam.
Yeah, and there is this huge contrast between the two. The first Adam is described as a man of dust from the earth.
Which is us. We are carbon, we're minerals, we break.
We break very easily, yeah. But the last Adam, referring to Christ, is described as a life-giving spirit from heaven.
Exactly. So we currently bear the image of the man of dust.
Just by being born.
Right, but the ultimate promise is that we will bear the image of the man of heaven. We trade the prototype of fragile earth for a prototype of imperishable spirit.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? Especially when you're facing, aging or sickness or just the very real fear of death.
Well, the core takeaway from these reflections is that faith isn't grounded in having enough knowledge to understand the actual mechanics of this transformation.
Because we can't possibly understand the mechanics.
Exactly. A farmer doesn't need to know the cellular mechanics of germination to trust that the wheat will grow.
Right. You don't need the blueprint. You just trust the architect.
Beautifully put. It's just trusting the Creator's promise.
Which really shifts your perspective. I mean, if our ultimate destiny is to bear an imperishable heavenly image, how much of our current energy are we wasting by obsessing over the self-improvement and appearance of our temporary seed bodies?
We treat them like a permanent house when they're really just the seed.
It's wild to think about. And it leaves you with this fascinating question to chew on. If we are going to bear a totally unrecognizable heavenly image, how will we recognize the people we love?
Oh, that's a great question.
Right. Like, will our relationships and our deep connections to one another be transformed just as radically as our physical bodies?